To remind everybody, it's been like a month and a half since I've streamed, and uh, a lot of it was due to health and or I lost my voice for a while, and now I can finally talk without coughing every like 3 words, so it's kind of cool. But that aside, if you could follow us on YouTube, it does help a lot, and in Twitch, and just getting the view count up kind of unlocks other features, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna uh, be happy to answer questions and stuff. I know a lot of times uh, people will pop up with them, but I'm gonna try to keep an eye on chat, and I'm just gonna be working on things. So again, if you could follow us, if not, it's cool. But I'm just gonna start kind of going through it, get some chill music for us, and uh, feel free to ask away. Still cough, but it's not as bad. We'll see. All right. So that's what I've been working on today. Well, not really today, yesterday, day before. Today I'm just cleaning up a few things, so just wanted to make sure all this is still working. Yeah, good. Chain one. Okay. Okay. Good. It's all working. This is all working. And so I think minting capabilities is just if you wanted to be able to generate more tokens. I don't know that I need a configuration for that. I think maybe just like starting supply instead of a maximum supply. So like, so minting capabilities. I don't know where are you at. Minting. Let me make sure my stuff's there. Cool. Alter. Minting capabilities. Okay, perfect. No, my placeholder. Okay. So I would need to make another button. So I would need another button like this. No, starting quantity. There's the quantity. So set. Easy enough. I can just add it here. So starting 150. Set. Form story. That's right. What does that look like? Should be. So I'll just need to hide this. That'll come up as an option. Maintain capabilities. I'm going to default to whoever generated the contract commit. I suppose we could modify that. What would we give people an option? We do the. I don't want to do a guard there. I don't know. I think that's good enough. If we select that, that'll happen. I'll just repurpose that in a minute. Alright. Now we'll hide that. I wanted to do something else first. Go cross chain. Okay. Let's see. So balance is false. Yeah. So then balance check happens. So that would be set balance is satisfied. Source chains, target chains. Close. Alright, so our target chains, if they equal 0, come down here and do not satisfied. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Let's do this. One, two. Oh no. We don't have a good waltz to test. One of these I know has got to be. Okay, not that one. This one looks promising. Alright, let's get this roll. Perfect. Alright. Oh, that's the error you get if you don't have enough balance to transfer it. Gotta fix that. Take a note. Notepad. High tech. So, fix. Error. Question. When no balance. Or too low. I just rapid fire changing this thing the other day, so I'm not surprised if it kind of bugged out a little bit. But that's okay. A lot of logging. I don't need all this. That's inside. Okay. Like for the what? Perfect. Okay, so that's gone now. So quantity. I gotta fix that. Okay. So liquidity lockup. So you would need a time. I think what I'm gonna do for that is set a date. Not a date. I'm not gonna pick a calendar date, but like you could take 3 months, 6 months, 9, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. I think that should be enough. So what that would do is that would lock in your liquidity for that period of time, so you can't remove it from the DEX. And some people have brought this up that they'd like to see. A couple of people brought this up, and I myself have brought it up. Would like to see like a social score. What I'm gonna do is probably post those scores somewhere on here, so you can see like if they use the liquidity lockup contract, there's a good chance they're not going to turn around and screw you. If they didn't, they only did pre-sales and enabled minting capabilities on a pre-sale. I might question that quite a bit actually. So I think we may need another option in here, but for now, I'm going to focus on these and pumping out a standard contract. But I had a couple little tweaks I wanted to do and clean up. So my mod. Okay. So then we need a new utility. Yeah, it would be a good. Actually, I think it would be a component. So this would be a contract. All right, so probably use state here. Come on, you know what this is. These IDs, like all this AI stuff and profile, they're getting so smart, and yet they forget to. No, I don't think we need capitals in here. So this would be like months. That's fine. And then we're gonna need const code. So header, and this would be let's see, so header const namespace equals we'll get the namespace from here. So, and then const, we want to do keys, so const keys, maybe. Define key set. Oh god. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's see something. Yeah, just define key set. No, define namespace there. Just do namespace. Although I suppose we probably need to create the names for our initial command. Yeah, we'll want to do that. So and that is great. And then we set. This is outside of that, I think. Set. All right. We'll define that. We'll define our dev set. That should be fine. Okay. So the header would be like at the beginning. Let's just call it the module block. So this would be module name. And then I don't know. I should probably just sit back. Hold on. Let's do that. Fine. So this is generating. I think this would be your shiny new token. Alright. We'll have some formal verification, but I think for now, let's just do this. No. Alright, so module name. I'm not that. And I'm going to copy a lot of code from the smart contract, but we need to be able to change a few things. Let's see. Most key sets. And then we're going to use our key set that we defined above. So it'll be like, uh, yeah, there you go. And this will be force reset. That namespace. Dot module name. So this would be n underscore whatever that is. Dot the module name that you picked. Dot go. Yeah. Okay. And that closes it. That would satisfy that. What else would need to be? Not to copy paste. And then your options from our site. Pre-sales would be a separate contract. I'm just going to do a very minimal of this so that I know it works. I don't even know if I want that in there. I want to be able to create a module. I have a token. I have a contract generator that I worked on for a while last year. I kind of want to. I may end up using it, but I kind of want to just build this from scratch and just see if this can handle it. Because the other thing we're going to do is, like, at the end of this, we're going to. So I have Cadena, and line, Cadena, I really hope. Nope. Of course not. Let's see. A to you too. So MPMI. Did I do add? DNS. Cryptography dash utils. So close. Alright. So we're going to code. I think that's where this is. Alright. Cryptography utils. Ah, yes. Base 64. So we need to import. No. On that. That should log it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this would be like const b equals b. Oh, what do I need for this? Just a string. Okay. 30 minutes. Alrighty. This should be fine. Want anything else in there? I'm gonna only do that because when I'm done with this, what'll happen is we'll have a little table we'll do here. So what we'll do is we'll have something here where it's like, oh, or not. Okay, so we would have like our contract info. So you see how that is, and then we can share. You see this fancy base 64. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to basically do like a def table or def schema, and it's going to be the index will be index is u, and it would be contract I forgot how they encode that on. I don't remember if it's string or not. I'll have to go check. And then I don't think it was, but so we're going to store our contract in that format. So if we want to recall it later, I can do an easy lookup of read dash read, and then contract table at your account. Yeah. Should be able to read the contents of that table. And we would want like, what is this? Contract? Something like that. I think that's with read maybe. Something like that. So if we store this, and then I want to store the init chain camel case. All right, so string. That's fine. Maybe a safety store. There we go. Yeah, let's check the safety store. Although this is spined to your account, and this would only let you have one, so I'll have to think about that. I'll probably have an account table and then a contract table so I can merge the two. But essentially, you would just, you would just have a safety store, and then this would be an integer. Like 1 to 100. One is level terrible. Okay. I think that'll be simple. Yeah, I know. This is what I like. It's complaining because I obviously can't do this in just the code window. I could do something like coin.details root. Look at that. Yeah, Russia owns the root account. But you get the idea. We can run code right from here, which is cool. So it's eventually I'll probably just build a contract in here just for fun and find it, but one of the other one of the things I want to show before I get off here, 'cause I wanted to snip this, was minting. So let's connect our wallet. If you want to mint an NFT, you could do IPFS. The CID is this, and you'll notice, like if I take this back, the token ID changes every time I change my URI because that value is one of the only ones you actually change, and policy. So you could do default royalty, for example, and then the token will change because it hashes all that. So for now, we're just doing default for now. I'm not gonna get into. I can very easily handle royalties, and I'll add that. I haven't decided if I want people to be able to mint the collections in here yet, just because I have to, unfortunately, use my indexer, and the whole point of the site was to keep it all front end. It's not a huge investment of any sort for me, and so I just want it to work, and I don't want it to depend on 3 different APIs to function, and that's unfortunately what I would have to do for some of these things. Yeah, it was just fine. So that's the idea is this. So then you would submit that. And what's cool is you can see the code, right? And so I added a string. So if I don't have this, it'll still work. I mean, it works without it. This just makes it, like, I hear the term human readable all the time, and then I see, like, myself included, you get a true value or a false value or a write succeeded. And I'm like, well, that's cool, but like what does most people care about? They don't actually know what happened, right? They want to know what their token was. And so if you see, you write this up here, we can test this. There you go. So if I ran this command right now, this NFT would mint, essentially. So I'm trying to keep this, like, this whole site is meant to be super duper easy. If I add a bunch of steps and complications to it, it no longer is an easy thing to use, right? If and I have, let's see if I have my docs up. Can I dash docs latest, and then to documentation. I just pushed the update. Let's see. What did I do? Docs. So on my index, I created IDE. So IDE/index. Agree. This section covers IDE. Covers IDE. That should have worked. IDE/index. IDE/index. Interesting. Commonly used fact functions. Why didn't it update? That's odd. Feed the docs. Do we have an issue? I don't want to show this because I hide this stuff, but alright, we have a failure. Build failed. Build ID says false. Okay. Mint. I don't see anything in here that would fail. Let's try again. Yeah, update. It's sure it's probably something else changed. I don't even build to 2 seconds. Interesting. It would be helpful if it told me why it was failing. Installing latest version. Just watching it, see why it's failing. Oh, it didn't fail that time. What the heck? I don't know. I haven't looked at this. I just added this morning. Okay. So if you want steps, and I have to just take snapshot or screenshots of this, but then it'll kind of walk you through each step. Yep. Cool. Yeah, so I'll just expand these, add some options, and then I like to have non-dev read through this and explain to me why it doesn't make sense. But hopefully, go through. It walks you through every step on the page. So, for what it's worth, at least it'll come out with some starter docs. Ideally, when the thing works. Yeah. So when you're making this, you don't have to do too much. You just gotta make it so that everything. How would I say that? You just gotta make it so that everything is filled out, and really your smart contract when you're deploying these tokens, just like any chain, the things that change are the supply. So I would say const supply equals they're going to give us that, right? That's going to be supply. Yeah. So we'll actually have that already. We'll have module name. And then this will construct it all. So we'll have a function in here that puts it all together in the right order and validates stuff for us. This will be decent size. But I want all the... I might actually move these into their own files. Like contract elements. So they'll be like module block. Yeah, I'll probably do that just to keep this from being too big. Because that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I'll just fix all that up. But I think that'll be better, and then we can just port. Contract elements. Love it. Exports. And then in here, I think I got what I want to do. Anyways, yeah. So these two pieces tie together. So everything that happens in here is reusable for the crate section. I'm just thinking through. I'm gonna just I'm just gonna take my contractor thing and move it. So module block. I've got to remove a few things. How big is this? Just make a couple changes, and then I'll move it over and show you. Contract initialized. Module. I don't need that. So we need this. And then perfect. Can I format that without format? I'll have to be very careful about that. Okay, so token, it's not deployed. Make sure I got that lined up. Okay. So now the supply chain is going to be supply chain. The supply chains, I think I'm going to just do how do I want to do that? I think I'm just going to force everybody to have this on every chain. It's fine. I just think if you don't do it that way, the wallets won't pick it up, which is of course not what we want to have. We want this to be easy for the wallets to bring in. So I think we'll just. I'm going to leave the option in case somebody for some reason wants just one-on-one chain, and I'll let you change that. But that will be what I would consider an advanced feature because you're going to have to know why you're doing it. And so this would be deployed chains. Is deployed chain. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I'm just looking for something. Find it. Way too many GitHub repos now. Registration, where are you? Code. We got it here somewhere. Not that. Definitely not that. I'm gonna turn off my stream for just 1 second. I don't want to open this Create process. I bet that's what it is, actually. I'm guessing that's what it is. Cool. Register. Okay, yeah, so I can do that. All right. I couldn't remember. Okay, so we can. I wonder what that is for gas, but map it string to 019. Yeah. Let me just make sure I have the right amount of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that should give us all 20 chains. Okay. So when you click generate contract, it's basically gonna take this and so like this will be a decision. I would pull this section out of the module block and make it all modified based on what people would want. So like if you, not everybody's gonna need this, and not everybody's gonna want the liquidity contracts. So these are the three, basically the three contracts that are here. The liquidity lockup is not, in the sense that that's kind of like not what this contract does, but I'm going to modify it to do that. And so pre-sales would be good. And then for pre-sales, we'll need to have like a, when you click on this, we'll need like a menu of like, you're gonna, this is where it gets tricky because we can whitelist the pre-sale, which we should allow. I think generating the contract should be step one. And then on your own time, you can go back after all the contracts are deployed and like add to your whitelist. You can set up the dates you want. And what I would probably do is just add that as a template. So that would be like, or you know what? Maybe we have a whole nother button for managed contracts. I think that's what we should do. Let's do that. Before I forget. All right, template section. So this would be like contract management. Oops. And then we would want contracts. So we would want, yeah, it's going to crash my site, I know. All right, so contracts would be, so forms one. Skills, GX Builder Store. I think it belongs in here. So contracts. Yeah, that's fine. I love this part of it. Oh, that's just default, right? Okay, so I could bump up to 80,000, but I don't actually think I want that. Doesn't matter what I want. So putting it all together, we'll have a component for managing your contract. It's not a template. So this would be import contract management. So I think it'll be something like this. So yeah, let's just steal that. Contract elements, contract management. I'll go through and I have all sorts of helper functions and stuff that are the tooltips and stuff that I like. So I might as well just doesn't matter. So the first one would be like instead of transfer, it would be init, like step 1, and then set sale date. And the whitelist sales, and we would need a increment supply. And then transfer. What else do we want for our contract? We don't need a lot. Details? Yeah, details. Account details are actually fun. What's missing? Contracts is not defined. That's true. That is true. So IDE page. Transaction store. TX builder store. So this would be contracts. Set contracts. Cool. Oh yeah. So contract close. Contract management. Manage smart contracts. Okay. Manage smart contract. Smart contract management. I will toy with this because I don't like how much it sticks out, but here we are. So it's like slow. I'm gonna map out all the functions, and so you'd just be able to like deploy your contract right here, we've got those contracts will show up. I'm going to track them so it's easier for me to track all this, and it's just going to be on chain. I'll probably index it too, because at one point I'll just be like, oh, I'm just going to add this to my indexer anyways, so it's faster. But if you connect your wallet, I can establish everything to your wallet. So if you wanted to handle a contract where you basically want it multi-sig, or you want to brick it. Bricking is easy. I know I had this conversation. I forget, Open Value or whatever, whoever was coming on Twitter about it, but really you can just set it to be non-upgradable, and I believe I thought you could rotate your keys in your namespace still. I don't see why you couldn't. And then you would just do you'd rotate it to the guard failure, and then you can't deploy to it anymore because it would always fail. And we could do those things. So those should be easy enough. So like minting capabilities. So minting capabilities. Minting capabilities. Okay, so one div. So this one would be prevent upgrades, lockdown, governance. So this would be gov lockdown. Governance lockdown. There you go. Lockdown governance. So let's just make that easy, right? Yeah, I know I think I haven't finished that. Oh yeah, we can select them all. And then you generate. Oh no, you gotta fill out stuff. Okay, so this would be like namespace dot pre dash sales. This would be namespace dash liquidity. This would just be part of your contract. This would just be part of it too. All right, I think there's one other feature. That's why I write everything down, but I think there's one other feature I needed initially. But like I said, when you deploy this, the expectation is you're not going to do everything at once, right? You're not going to add 1,000 wallets to a whitelist at the one time and never update anything again. That's BS, absolute hogwash. Every time I've made one of these, people at the last minute want to change 1,000 things. So what we'll do is we'll let you deploy whatever you want, however you want, but then you can come in here and you can manage it and just leave me out of it. It's cool. So I don't mind helping on stuff, but my goal here is to give other people the tools so that they can be successful, not so that I can handhold or manage. And I think that it's important because if I have to handhold or manage, then the tools aren't done yet. Right? So we'll get those straightened away. I think this afternoon I'll probably finish these and get those default contracts to the point where we're deploying them. And again, if I don't like how it works the way I'm doing it now, I'll just grab my code that I did sometime last year. I might have a very specialized contract generator, but it would work well for this. It's all in TypeScript, and I don't feel like porting it all right now because it's quite beautiful as it is. It's probably one of the best things I made. And the site is so simple that I was able to make it look very nice and clean, but complex is not my friend. So I'll make the functions work, but I want to make sure the user interface isn't too bad. But I'm thinking for increment supplies, it should show you the current supply, what do you want to increment it to, and then it should show you what the new supply is. And then maybe um, maybe you want to send that to somebody. It can just be a checkbox, and we can have two functions. The other thing is that you can have code that increments it too, or a backend. I'm not going to support that because I think at that point you're generating your own stuff anyways. This is for simple, a little more simple. And so if you want a whitelist, I'll have a whitelist available. It'll attach on to the sale dates, and you'll be able to control it yourself with your wallet. So I think that's a pretty basic rundown of what this is going to do. Uh, I appreciate people stopping by. Wow. I'm about at my limit where I can talk. I can feel it. I'm going to get some water and keep working on this now that I have a little better game plan, and see if we can't start showing off actual minting of tokens. And then I'll show off minting with each option and how it works, because I got tested anyways. So I appreciate everybody. And again, if you wouldn't mind, please check out our YouTube channel. It's in the stream. I will probably post about it in a little bit, but I appreciate everybody joining, and I hope everybody has a good day.